Last week, I hopped on a call with a trading creator. He's making $43,000 a month. $43,000 a month. And I asked him, like, what's your conversion rate on your WAP link in your bio? And he's like, what does that mean? And I say, well, for every 100 people who click the link, how many of them are actually purchasing? And he tells me he has no idea. And he's like, yeah, I just checked my WAP balance and it goes up by about $1,500 to $2,000 a day. And that's when it really struck me is like this guy, sorry if you're watching this, but he's really not the smartest guy in the world. He really is not that smart. His IQ is quite frankly pretty low, I'd assume. And that's when it really struck me is that you don't need to be smart to be successful, to make a lot of money. He is not smart at all, and he's making more than a surgeon makes, more than a surgeon who spent years in college, who's actually very smart. The other thing is the gurus always tell you, you need to work hard, you need to work hard, you need to be disciplined, you need to be this, you need to be that. But I actually don't think that's true. And they have it a lot easier than us, and I'll tell you why. The number one thing that actually matters for making money online is being in the right vehicle. If you put all your hard work and all your effort into something that will never pay off and something that doesn't have the capability to get you there, then you're never going to make it. That's why, gardeners, people who do construction, they never get rich and they're working a lot harder than we are. And so every guru has their vehicle that they say is the one that's going to be able to get you there. Some gurus say dropshipping, some say SMMA, some say the new AI automation agency, some say freelance brand scaling. And there's literally one thing in common between them all, and that's where do they make their money from? Is it actually from what they're selling you guys, which is freelance brand scaling, SMMA, all those business models? Or is it that they sell a course and they rake in $4,000 from each person and they're closing 100 people a month? So what is that, 400 grand a month? Which one do you guys think it is? If you take a look at Brez, do you guys think that he is making money freelance brand scaling, or do you think he's making money selling a course? Selling the course. So obviously, you look at anybody our age, and they're making money selling courses. It's just a fact, okay? Very rarely does someone actually make it with dropshipping or with, the business model that the gurus are teaching. So what does that mean? I know deep down that you guys know this instinctually, but then you're wondering, okay, well, the fuck am I supposed to do with that knowledge? Like go start my own course? I'm not saying start a course because obviously you couldn't start a course. What would you sell? And the other thing, starting a course is very difficult actually. You have to first be very good at the business model that you're going to teach, which is very hard. Then you have to build a massive personal brand, which also is very hard and takes a lot of discipline. And then you also have to sell the course well and get people good results, which is also very difficult. So we've established that the only reliable way, if you're someone like who's my age, to make money online is to sell a course. But we've also established that it's very hard to sell a course and you're minimum a year out of actually making a lot of money. So what do? Let the creators do what they're good at. Let them keep selling their courses. Let them keep posting their videos. Let them keep doing their thing. All you have to do is be the operator who puts together their offer, which is what they're going to sell, their funnel, so which takes their audience that they're already generating and funnels them and converts them into money. And that's basically it. I'm oversimplifying it, obviously, but that's just the generalization of what the business model actually is. And like I said in the beginning, these gurus are retarded. They're not smart whatsoever. They kind of just, most of them literally just piece together their funnel watching what other people do. They're copying each other. If you can come in with some actual fucking knowledge and you know what you're doing, you study and you understand things, and you can put together a better funnel for them, a better system for them, a better sales team for them, you're going to make them a lot more money, right? If they're making 50 grand a month right now, and you can increase that by 10%, that's going to be 60 grand a month for them. Just like that. So now that you understand what the business model is, you're probably wondering like, okay, well, why the fuck isn't everyone doing this? Why isn't this a normal thing? And that right there is the catch. You can't just hit them up with a small little fucking Instagram page and no results and you just sounding like you don't really know what you're talking about. Like really think of it from their perspective real quick. Some guy with 400 followers slides into their DMs and says, yeah, bro, I can make you $30,000 a month extra. And they're just thinking like, bro, why don't you do that for yourself then? Like, why don't you go and do it then? So you really need some results to get a creator to work with you. You need some social proof that what you're telling them you can do, you could actually do. But the problem with that is you need to first sign a creator to get the results. And so it's kind of like a cycle that's extremely hard to break. And to be honest, if you're starting in late 2025 is when I posted this video, it's going to be extremely, extremely difficult for you to do because I'm not going to lie, there are a lot of people actually outreaching now, trying to be a growth operator, and they're going about it completely the wrong way. And you're getting lumped into all those people. You know, you're sending the same outreach message they are. So it's getting extremely difficult for people like you. And the worst part is that the longer you wait, the harder it's going to get because all the gurus are eventually going to find a growth operator. And if it's not you, then that's one less guru that's not there anymore. And it's one more operator who is also now has an extra result, more skills, and is going to be able to take more of the gurus. Okay, cool. So what exactly breaks that loop? Okay, it's not sending cold DMs. It's not cold calling. It's not cold emailing. It's not doing all these crazy things that other people are telling you. You need to have leverage, okay? And what is leverage? It's having client results. It's being able to prove that you can actually make them more money. It's making a lot of money yourself. Okay. And number two, you have to have connections. You either know someone in the game that can connect you with someone, your friend is a creator, you have to know somebody to get your first foot in the door. Or three, the third thing that you can do is literally brute force your way in. If you send 10,000 cold DMs, you're going to land one. It's a fact. You're going to land one. You're going to land at least one. That's extremely, extremely slow. And it's a lot of fucking work. It's very hard to do that. So I would not recommend number three. But that's what most people are trying to do. The real people who are going to win in 2026, which is just around the corner, are people who plug into something that already has momentum. They're going to borrow credibility. They're going to borrow all the stuff they need instead of trying to build it up from ground zero. Let me just paint the picture of what this is actually like when you're rolling with it. You wake up, you check Discord, you see that all your clients are happy. There's a couple messages from your clients, a couple things need to get done. You take care of it, handle everything that needs to be handled. You're not taking all the sales calls yourself. You're not building the funnels from scratch. You're not constantly outreaching every single day because you're just desperate for the next client. You have recurring revenue from the partnerships that you already built that are starting to compound now. Your job is actually really easy. You solve a couple of problems every single month. And right there, your job is pretty easy now, and you're at 20, 30, $40,000 a month. And so to loop back to the beginning, the people who are making that money are not smarter than you. They're not even working harder than you. They're just plugged into a system that actually works. They're in the right vehicle that can actually take them to where they want to go. And the creator economy is just going to keep growing. Like, it's not going to slow down. You guys see it. New gurus are literally popping up every single day. And with AI taking as many jobs as it is now, I actually think that the creator economy is just going to keep growing. And so here's what I'm supposed to tell you right now. This is what all the other gurus say. They have their mentorship link in the bio, and they say, yeah, just go ahead and start. Start working hard. Don't give up. But I'm not going to do that because I know what happens. You're going to watch this video. You're going to feel motivated for the next hour or two. You're going to go hop on YouTube, try to find a little bit more information about the business model, and then you're probably just going to give up. And it's not because you're lazy. It's because you didn't really have a roadmap. You didn't know where to start. You, right now, if you're thinking about this business model, you have no credibility. You have no results. You don't even know what to send in the creator's DMs. And I built something for people who are in that exact situation. For growth operators who understand the game well, but haven't been able to quite break in and land a big creator. If you want to know how it works, I've just put the link in the bio. You can click it. And if not, that's cool. I have also posted a lot of other videos about signing clients, all types of other stuff about growth operating. So if you want to see more, go watch them. But yeah, that's all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.